We're on the red carpet outside UNLV's Thomas and Mack Center in fabulous Las Vegas. It's Friday night outside of View from the Edge 2016 here in the United States. Everyone's here, buses are pulling up, the red carpet's in full effect, everyone's dressed to the nines. It's gonna be a good weekend. This is WV Live, Destination Las Vegas. Hello and welcome to episode 9 of WV Live, where we read the news so you don't have to. I'm your host, Scott Caldwell. Well, as you can tell from looking, we're not inside the World Venture studio. That's right, we took this show on the road. Vegas, baby. Even our Singapore episode earlier this year had the news inside the studio. But because we wanted to make sure you had the absolutely most current information, we decided to shoot this whole episode on location. And instead of publishing on our regularly scheduled last Saturday of the month in October, we pushed it out a week so you're getting the news while it's as fresh as possible. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. It's been a monster event here in Las Vegas. This weekend, we took over the Thomas and Mack Center, home of the legendary UNLV Runnin' Rebels basketball team, for the largest production of A View from the Edge ever. We had over 12,000 registered from all over the U.S., as well as Canada, Puerto Rico, and even some intrepid travelers from Africa, Asia, and Australia. We even had recent World Ventures rep and Dream Trips member Shaquille O'Neal make an appearance. You know it's a good event when DJ Diesel is on the ones and twos. And as we've shared, this is the first time that Mark Aceta and the team have presented the same production in each of our international markets. So as the fourth of a planned 5 shows in 2016, I can tell you, it showed. The level of polish was incredible, and the team really took their game to another level this year. This was my 12th view, and they still managed to surprise and impress me. So if you haven't caught the view this year, the last stop on the tour is Berlin, November 11th through the 13th, and it's not too late to snag a ticket. Hit up wveventreg.com, and you'll be glad you did. Now let's talk about some of the big highlights from the weekend. First up, some Fly Smart Card updates. On Thursday night, the qualifiers of the This Is Next promotion, along with some others, got invited to a private party at the Stratosphere to kick off the weekend. Then Saturday, they attended a special breakout training before picking up their Fly Smart Cards on Sunday as part of the beta test group. Now, much like Fight Club, the first rule of beta test group is you don't talk about beta test group. And the second rule of beta test group is you do not talk about beta test group. We're entering into some exciting new territory with this technology, so over the next several weeks, there's a social media prohibition on these beta cards. We have a huge opportunity to have a first-to-market advantage in this space, and the last thing we want is for one of these to fall into the wrong hands or be shown to the world before it's ready for prime time. So they're not going to be sharing pictures or videos of them on social media, and we need your support. Please don't tempt them. Don't share pics online, don't ask to borrow the card. Help us get through this phase as quickly as possible so we can roll into the next phase ASAP. What's the next phase, you ask? Well, as Eddie Head shared on Saturday, the next step is to open up card sales to the rest of our U.S. base. And if you want to be one of the first in the U.S. to get your hands on the first production run of the final cards, we have a promotion that starts October 29th called Fly First. If you make one, that's right, one Dream Trips Gold or Platinum sale, or 2 Dream Trips Standard sales between October 29th and on November 30th, you'll be in the first group eligible to buy cards as soon as they become available. And for those in the U.S. who do that between December 1st and December 30th, you'll be part of the second group eligible to buy cards. The final details are still pending because we're committed to delivering this product with integrity and making sure it's really world-class experience. But here's what you need to know. If all goes according to our plan, these cards will be commissionable once we launch them to the general public, and those who have their hands on them first will have a distinct and early advantage in the marketplace. So get after it. We'll keep you updated on Fly cards in your WV News emails. And another promotion news, you know FastPass 150? Everyone's favorite promotion kicked off all the way back in January, and it's been extended multiple times. Well, it happened again. Instead of ending October 30th, it's now been extended all the way to January 27th, 2017. So if you bring in 4 retail customers between now and then, your lineage counts will be multiplied by 1.5. As always, check the official rules for all the details. Moving on to tools, how about that You Should Be Here magazine? These have been flying off the shelves and people are loving them. We've also had it available as a PDF. Well, we just upped our digital game with a really slick digital flip You Should Be Here magazine. It's beautifully presented, easy to navigate. You can flip pages, zoom in and out, and skip ahead easily. Oh, and it looks amazing on mobile. Go to vacationsooner.com and click on YSBH Mag to access it. And we'll have an updated bit.ly link in the next week or so. Speaking of tools, say hello to a new friend. After laying the groundwork with over a dozen Quick Coach videos in the last year and a half, one tool that was sorely lacking was a simple, easy-to-use getting started system. Well, that all changed Saturday morning. After months of intense work with members of the PAC team, several leaders, as well as the execs, the field development team, led by Jamie Young, along with Taylor Holland, Sarah Brown, Bob Schick, and myself, in collaboration with the marketing communications team, have delivered what we believe will be a completely game-changing tool. We took the Getting Started sheet that the company launched several years ago and completely rebuilt it from the ground up. It's got our most current, most effective strategies for jump-starting your new team member's business and helping them get some quick wins. It points to all the relevant Quick Coach videos and tools while also leaving room for teams to add in alternatives if you're doing things a little differently. And it wraps up the foundational income-producing activities of our business in a simple acronym that's easy to remember, IC, which stands for Invite, Share, Enroll, and Educate. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking awesome. It's available as a PDF for download in a handful of places, and you can also buy them as tear-off pads of 20. The crazy thing is, if you tried to print them in full color on cardstock at a major national chain, a pad would run you about $60. We've got them for $5. If you didn't get any of them at the View, they'll be available in the store in the coming weeks. So, get excited. But wait, there's more. To go with the slick new Getting Started sheet, we've put together a 6.5-minute companion video. Now, when you're getting a new team member started, you can hand them a sheet and they can follow along with the video. In less than 7 minutes, we introduce them to who we are as a company, where we've been, where we're going, and help them better understand the Getting Started sheet. The video looks amazing. It highlights all of the Quick Coach videos referenced on the sheet, shows images of all our tools, and features some stunning imagery, all shot by our award-winning video team that really gives a brand new rep a feel for what World Ventures is all about. Together, these two pieces are a perfect first impression for a new rep, and they will solve a number of training challenges. If you're brand new and inexperienced and don't have a strong upline sponsor to plug into, you don't have to worry about overwhelming your new guy or gal with too much info or leaving them with too little. And if someone ends up orphaned for some reason, they'll have this rock-solid tool to help hold their hand. It's going to have a huge impact on our business. Now, quick housekeeping. The video is not live everywhere just yet. Some locations are coming soon, but within the next few weeks, you'll be able to find it in a number of places like so. And apologies up front, this is currently a US-only tool. We are immediately going to begin working with international leaders from the other markets to regionalize the tool for your teams in the months ahead. So please bear with us. Moving on to the foundation, in December, we will inaugurate our 100th bottle school in Guatemala. It's a major milestone. We're actually building schools 98, 99, and 100 at the same time, and it marks the first time we'll have a lower, middle, and upper school on the same campus. So it's been a big year for the foundation. It was also a big weekend for recognition. Friday night kicked off with a major moment for an OG World Ventures leader and dear personal friend, Mr. Martin Prizes Along the Way Ruoff, earned his $1 million annual earner ring. This is an incredible feat. There's like 9 or 10 people in the entire company who have achieved this. Martin has been here since day one. He's on the PAC team and has made some incredible and valuable contributions to World Ventures over the years. Joined on stage by his gorgeous and a bit distracting bride, Jessie, he shared a very emotional, moving message and really set the tone for the weekend. He's come a long way since his days as a struggling waiter in LA over a decade ago. So congratulations, Ruoffs. Also celebrating a major milestone, the founding father of Get Paid Nation, a long way from Hibbing, Minnesota, Mr. Eric Get Paid Grzybowski was honored for hitting double IMD. Taking the stage with his characteristic swagger, he once again delivered a knockout message of inspiration, along with some very heartfelt thanks to the woman behind the scenes making the magic happen, Miranda Black, and several of the leaders who've poured into him over the years. It was good stuff. Congratulations, brother. And then, of course, there was the dynamic duo, Troy Brown and Jeff Boff, along with their wives Kathy and Cindy, and children Trig, Kennedy, and Landon, took the stage for a historic moment in WV history. Almost exactly 2 years ago, Jeff and Troy were the first people in the company to hit triple IMD. And now, just 2 days shy of their 11th anniversary in the company, they straight up lapped everyone and became our first quadruple IMDs. That's flat out ridiculous. The bar just got raised, y'all. We brought them on stage with jets of smoke and a little bit of old school hip hop from the notorious B.I.G., then covered the arena in balloons. And then, of course, as they always do, both Troy and Jeff delivered some really amazing messages of hope, encouragement, it was pretty special. So to the boys from Oklahoma, thanks for all your leadership, your friendship, and congratulations on this milestone achievement. Here's to the four-peat. Well done indeed. Oh, and check out the rings. Yeah. In other event news, the View may be winding down, but there's still more training scheduled for 2016. For everyone but Europe, November is an RTE month. We'll be dropping into Asia, Australia, and Africa November 5th and 6th. Then in December, we'll be closing out the year with a whopping 38 RTEs in the States and in Canada on December 3rd. Wrapping up the day, newly appointed president of Rovia, Jim Mins, shared some big news. Dream Trip satisfaction is at an all-time high. We had a 70% increase in the number of airline bookings year to year, car bookings are up 49%, and hotel bookings are up 73%. And the number of Dream Trip travelers has increased 102%. So the product is just continuing to improve, and we are serving more satisfied customers than ever. Something to be proud of. It's also been a big month for international operations. In October, we opened our first offices on the African continent in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's a pretty big deal. It reflects not only our recent growth in that region, but also our commitment and vision for even greater growth yet to come. So congratulations to all of the hardworking leaders who helped make this a reality, and we look forward to big things in the months ahead. On the social media front, exciting news. Did you know we're on Snapchat? Adding to our social media arsenal, you can now find Dream Trips Local, World Ventures, and the World Ventures Foundation are all on Snapchat. If you want an inside look at behind-the-scenes action, exclusive live coverage, updates, and even some sneak peeks, you gotta find us. Oh, and share your experiences with us on Snapchat for a chance to be featured in our stories. And finally, let's talk about the Dream Trips podcast. Have you heard this yet? Well, if you log into your Dream Trips app, click the More button in the bottom right-hand corner, then select Membership from the menu. You'll see a tab labeled Podcasts. There you'll find a series of audio podcasts from everyone's favorite mutton chop Brit, Wayne McMullen, along with Hannah DeClerc. Focused on helping your customers better understand their Dream Trips membership and the company's product offering, each episode has a featured focus, interviews, some social media updates, and more. As of this recording, the most recent episode spotlighted Gwyneth Lloyd from the World Ventures Foundation and how their efforts are tying into Dream Trips and World Ventures events with both service opportunities and voluntourism. It also included a member spotlight with the lovely Lauren Fulton from the Dallas area. It's fun, informative, and if you're into podcasts or just want to understand more about Dream Trips, you should definitely check it out. Well, that'll just about do it for this episode. I have to get back to the hotel and change into costume. I've got a Halloween party to get to tonight. As usual, drop your comments or feedback to us at wvlive@worldventures.com. Thanks for watching this special Las Vegas edition. We hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm your host, Scott Caldwell, and this has been WV Live, where we read the news so you don't have to.